Hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm here today because I'm going to be doing a hot challenge from Inferno Candy Company. Today I'm going to be doing the Eruption Raspberry Filled Chocolate Skulls Challenge. So, for those who don't know, Inferno Candy Company has a lot of different candies and foods that they basically put hot peppers in and hot sauces in, and they even have this little fun hot sauce called menopause. So, as far as what we're looking at here, there is a challenge rule set as far as that goes. There's a lot of ingredients in this that are standard in a lot of candies, but the main things that are in this that I'm excited about is powdered milk, cocoa powder, raspberries, and a hybrid Reaper. Now, what kind of hybrid Reaper we're talking about, I have no. It could be a Reaper Ruga, it could be a Reaper mixed with a 7-pot, something like that. But either way, I bet it's going to be pretty hot. So, challenge rules as follows. Eat first skull and wait 3 minutes. Eat second skull and wait 3 minutes. Eat final skull and wait 5 minutes for the final afterburn. Don't forget to video your challenge and upload to YouTube. We'll add your video to the Hall of Champions and make you famous. Not here to be famous, just here to try hot stuff. All right, Eruption Raspberry Filled Chocolate Skulls. All right, let's see what we got here. Got these cool little candies. I love the shape of this. Looks like it's a white chocolate, maybe. All right, this is number one, guys. Instantly, I can taste the Reaper in it. Got a very strong floral flavor to it. It's very good. I really like that raspberry in this too. It's got some heat to that. Definitely has that back of the throat feel that you get from most Reaper peppers. I feel my mouth warming up. Finished it. Let's start that timer.
It's only been 30 seconds.
Shouldn't. Okay. It's only been like 10 seconds. All right. It's definitely rising. One of the great things about Reapers is that 30 seconds to a minute in, it's really starting to build up. I can already feel that heat building up in my mouth. The real interesting thing is all that sweet flavor with it is really kind of rolling over my tongue, so the heat seems to be building even more. This is a super hot candy. I gotta give it to Inferno Candy Company. They definitely did really good with this. Still building. Can feel it. Probably turning red in my face. Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But if you guys like spicy food and you want something that's going to give you a little bit of a bite from the peppers, I actually really do dig this. I'm a really big pepper fan. In the past, I've ate regularly Reaper peppers, ghost peppers, 7-pot. I even had a dragon's breath once. Incidentally, I didn't know it was a dragon's breath. It was just in a group of peppers that I had eaten, and I looked at it and I thought it was a chip of another pepper, and it absolutely took me off guard, and I was sweating. I was all woo. I was feeling it. So This is it's kind of leveling out a little bit. Definitely getting ready for that next pepper, or not pepper. Well, it almost feels like there's a whole pepper in here because I was biting into it and it definitely tasted very rich, like a Reaper. Where are we at?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
All right.
Ooh. Getting that indigestion starting already. Probably gonna feel this one later. Got number 2. There it is again. Got Reaper flavor hitting with raspberry. It's a nice little mix, guys. Whoever came up with this idea, Inferno Candy Company, great idea. I really enjoy this. This is a really interesting idea. I thought in the past about certain hot sauces I've had, mixing it with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And this kind of has that same kind of vibe. And mixing it in with that raspberry jam kind of feel. Starting to build there. I can feel it in the back of my throat really building up. So, starting to cause that speech to become a little grizzled on me just because it's building up there. Have the saliva building up as well. So, definitely got a much higher build on that second one, I gotta be honest. So, I feel that they're on point with that 3-minute mark and then building up because it just keeps pushing up. I'm starting to feel it in my face, get a little bit of saliva going. Nose isn't running yet, but I'm sure it will be here soon because I can feel it building up in my tear ducts as well.
You still got like 2 minutes.
Getting that last one ready. You get a little close-up of that skull there. I love that design, guys. It's really cool. I myself personally, I wouldn't necessarily call myself goth, but I definitely enjoy a lot of the subculture stuff. I'm into industrial music. I enjoy a little bit more macabre stuff as far as that goes, and Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. So this is definitely in line with that kind of vibe as far as that goes. Back, one of my favorite songs is Ministry's Every Day is Halloween. Great song. Even though I know Al Jurgensen's not a big fan of his 80s stuff and he feels like the 80s made him a bitch, I still really enjoyed it. Not to knock his opinion of himself. I mean, everybody feels like they want to do better as they get older and they kind of look back on stuff, and I'm sure it's not necessarily just the music he made he felt that way on. 80s definitely made a lot of people look back on them and kind of question what they were doing, honestly. You hear it a lot, especially some of the clothes from back then. Starting to come back down a little bit. I still feel it in the back of my throat. Excuse me. I can feel it in my stomach too. Got the go ahead. This is the last one. Man, that jam. The raspberry and Reaper is phenomenal, guys. It's just so juicy. They're a really good job of making this. I'm glad you guys pursued spicy chocolate instead of just regular chocolate. Mm. One thing you'll find out about me, something that makes me get that feeling of just enjoying something a lot, and you get that from me. It's typically something super spicy. A lot of times something with scorpion, ghost pepper, or reaper. One of my favorite local restaurants, Hibachi Boy, they make a really good curry dish for me. And when I go in there, a lot of times they'll use their spicy peppers. Several times they've even thrown reaper pepper in there. Really starting to build, guys. Definitely feeling that lift up again. A lot hotter than the first and second one on that. But yeah, the Hibachi Boy curry, hooked it up with like 7 reaper peppers chopped up and diced up in that thing. And woo, was that stuff good. It was so good, so hot, was sweating. Just like I am now, honestly. Honestly, I'm feeling this one a bit more in my throat. It's a challenge versus like taking my time with a nice curry dish. This is a good challenge, guys. That was last one's 5 minutes of the final afterburn. Gotta say, I'm gonna probably feel this in my stomach later. One of the number one things that get me in my pit is typically either a reaper pepper or extract sauces. One that got me recently as far as the sauces go is there's a sauce from Hellfire called Doomed, and I had like a spoonful of it, and it was a little bit later in the night when I had eaten it. Not super late, but a little time passed. I went to bed, and I woke up.
Christmas.
And I woke up feeling it. I had cramps, and just it was something else. That in general, in my experience with the sauces that use extracts, though, they tend to stick around a lot longer for some reason. Body doesn't process it as quickly, maybe just because there's more complex carbohydrates in them as far as that goes. The same thing with certain candies and stuff like that. They just sit in your stomach forever. So I gotta be honest, I'm feeling the sweat here. It peaked about 20-30 seconds ago, but I feel like it's coming down. I'm surprised my nose isn't running, honestly, compared to some situations where it just like started running immediately.
You got 2 more minutes.
So past the 3-minute mark. If I had another one, I'd be eating another one, keep it going. Gotta say, these are delicious. I definitely would do another one. Definitely should bring this challenge back, guys. Inferno Candy Company, you guys have a winner with Eruption, I gotta say. It is a primo chocolate, and I love that raspberry mix. I'd love to know what kind of Reaper hybrid you guys put in this, honestly. Because it definitely has that Reaper flavor, but it also has a kind of like a smoke quality to it, kind of like what you get out of a chipotle or a ghost pepper, but it doesn't have the quality that you get from a Reaper that just kind of lingers. One of the things that I've noticed is Reapers are also like really very both in flavor sometimes and in heat, and I'm not sure what causes that, what really brings out the heat versus what brings out that flavor. I prefer a little bit smokier flavors in my peppers, and when you rock that out, I mean, that's perfect. Ghost peppers are my favorite pepper by far. I like cayenne. Cayenne has a bit of a smoky quality to it when you have it with certain foods, and it's not super hot though. I like the kick of a ghost pepper. I feel like that's in a perfect point. But I gotta say that you guys knocked it out with this, and at this point, I gotta say that you guys should do it again. Bring it up a notch. We got Dragon's Breath peppers. We got Pepper X. Pepper X has got a great flavor too, in fact. So that's a challenge, guys. Really good challenge. Super tasty. Inferno Candy Company. Check them out, please. These guys deserve a lot of attention, I gotta say, just from the quality of their candies to the quality of the spice. That Reaper was great. Whatever Reaper hybrid they threw in there, kudos. You guys did a great job. Even better, if you guys grew that yourselves, that's even better. But again, I'm Josh. Thanks for joining me for this hot challenge.